Olympic history, because this athlete was about to win her first Olympic gold medal. But just before the final round, her pole suddenly went missing, and she was left unable to continue the competition. And despite immediately requesting a pause to speak with the officials and the judges agreeing to stop the event, when they checked through all the other athletes' poles, they still could not find hers. However, after searching for several minutes, the judges decided to continue the competition since they couldn't keep the other 12 finalists waiting any longer. So she was forced to compete using a spare pole, which she had never used in her life before. And despite having previously cleared 4.80 meters in an earlier competition and being considered a strong contender for the gold medal, she performed miserably on her final round attempts, which caused her to finish in 10th place. Yet shortly after the competition ended, her pole was found in a locker where the equipment of eliminated athletes was stored. This might be the biggest in disaster search.
Hey, I just went by the watch with a whole lot of shot.
What percent of men do these things? I would say most men do some sort of light gaming, even if it's only like a few times per year. This has to be like 90%, I'd say. No, 77%, kind of low. Skincare, I think most men are coming around to. Sunscreen, cleansers, stuff like that. Probably like 40%. 52%, good, even better. Sports is probably the same as video games, maybe even more. I think this could be 90%. 81%, yeah, pretty high. Manicures, I think pedicures would be fairly high, but manicures, I don't think guys get that too often. I do, but I think I'm in the minority, so maybe like 10%, 15%, okay, not bad. I mean, what would count as makeup? If we're talking like lipstick and stuff, probably like less than 1%. Wow, 10%. Guess they're counting like other things. And then yoga. I've done yoga before, it's fun. Not really that feminine, so I can see a good amount of guys doing it. Maybe like 20%. Okay, 10%, good. What percent of men do these things? I would say most men do some sort of light game. Who's missing from these groups? Oh, the hot one. What's her name? Oh, Daphne. Good. Yeah, she's my favorite. Who is missing? The yellow one. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala Po. So Lala, I think. Cool. I know my Teletubbies. Oh, the tall, skinny one with like the sock on his head, the red shirt. I don't know. Maybe that's Ed with 2 Ds. Oh, nice. It was Ed. Solid guess there. The Incredibles. Oh, the daughter. What's her name? Helen? No, that's the mom. I don't know her name. Violet. Okay. That doesn't even ring a bell. Is that really her name? I have no idea. I don't know any of them. I just know they're all artists like Da Vinci and like Michelangelo. Let's go Michelangelo. Oh, wow. It was Michelangelo. Okay. Solid guess there. And then Huey, Dewey, and Louie. But I don't know who is who. I think the red one is missing, right? Is that Louie? No, Huey. Okay. Who's missing? Let's see if we can guess the caveman drawing. So we'll see if we'd survive. Then. All right, that's gonna be like a scary animal nearby. I could also see them saying like a food source nearby, maybe. Like, oh, we have to kill this animal. I like the beware angle more though. Danger, okay, nice. What is this? Like a guy sticking his arm in a hole? Or maybe he fell over. Could be injury or something, because he's missing an arm too. Let's try that. Death, okay, pretty close. Yeah, that makes sense, because he's like laying down. All right, I'd say water for this. Could be bacon, I suppose. I don't think it was around back then. Water, all right, huge. All right, this has to be shelter. If we just got water, this has to be shelter. Nice. Fire, of course, classic, good. I don't know. Isn't that like one of the gender symbols? Maybe like woman nearby. Spirits, okay, that was dumb. And then, all right, he's just standing there. Maybe like friends nearby. Victory, okay, I see it. Let's see if we can guess the caveman drawing. So we'll see if we'd survive back then. These are some YouTubers turned killers. So Stephen McCullough was a YouTuber. Murdered the expecting mother of his child and faked a 6-hour GTA livestream on his channel VoteSaxon07 by using a pre-recorded stream in order to create an alibi for himself. Talk about premeditated. Ali Abulabin had 1 million followers on TikTok around the time he killed his wife and another man after getting jealous over their alleged intimacy, while another TikToker named Mr. Prada with 8 million followers was arrested for allegedly murdering his therapist and transporting the body over 400 miles in an attempt to hide it. Samantha Wolford was a Texas-based YouTuber who faked a story of her husband being killed by armed robbers, only for it to be found that she did it herself. Mr. Anime was a YouTuber who amassed millions of views on his channel before committing familicide on his entire family, including the family fish. Alyssa DeVault was a makeup artist YouTuber who was sentenced to 40 years in prison for the deaths of her 2 newborns. And finally, Tony48075 was a YouTuber who ended up taking the life of another YouTuber named Asia McGowan before doing it to himself. That's crazy. These are some YouTubers turned killers. So Stephen McCullough was a YouTuber who murdered the expecting mother of his
If you take a stick and pack snow around it, you can roll the whole thing into a snowball. Then stand it upright and pack the snow tight before pulling out the stick. Next, make a second hole at the bottom, joining it with the first hole. And when you light kindling and put it inside, the snow protects it from the wind, while the fire sucks in air through the bottom vent. And even though the snow slowly melts, the stove will last long enough to boil water, allowing you to make a hot coffee in the worst conditions. If you take a stick and pack snow around it, you can roll the whole thing into a snowball. Then
This is what $1 used to be able to buy you during these years. So in the year 1500, you could buy 100 pints of ale. In 1700, you could buy 100 pounds of cheese. In 1800, you could pay for the average rent in America with just $1. In 1900, you could get 40 newspapers, 8 gallons of milk in 1920, 8 movie tickets in 1930, 2 full meals at a standard restaurant in 1940, 70 eggs in 1945, 10 loaves of bread in 1950, 5 hamburgers in 1960, 3 gallons of gas in 1970, 7 candy bars in 1985 for $1, a comic book for $1 in 1990, 5 packs of gum in 1995. In the year 2000, you could purchase a gallon of gas for $1. In 2005, you could purchase a McDonald's burger for $1. In 2010, you could purchase a single song on your iPod. In 2015, you can buy yourself a bag of chips. In 2020, you could either buy yourself a pack of gum or a bottle of water. And in 2025 today, you can currently buy with $1 a quarter. I wish I was kidding. This is what $1 used to be able to buy you during these years. So in the year 1500, you could buy 100 pints of ale. In 1700, you could buy 100 pounds of cheese. In 1800, you could pay for the average rent in America with just
Nuclearo dinosauro. 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 Tacorillo crocodilo. 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 Tacorillo crocodilo.